Jalen Hurts and why I think this was an A+ game. I put Jalen Hurts an A+ game on the mark sheet on the grade sheet because Jalen Hurts is doing something differently than he's ever done before. So Jalen Hurts is doing something differently than he's ever done before. Jalen Hurts is doing what the likes of Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Phillip Rivers, these guys did while they were playing and being successful. And that was calling their own protections. Some of that learning curve for Jalen Hurts was not present with the likes of a veteran center like Jason Kelce, who did most of that work, who would call his protections. You would see it. Sometimes this is only going to get better for Jalen Hurts. The more he starts learning how to call his protections, understanding what these fronts look like, the things on the back end are going to come a lot easier. We talk about quarterbacks winning the play before the play starts. This is what we want to see, and this is going to be the biggest difference that we're going to see in Jalen Hurts year over year, and once again with the new offensive coordinator, is him calling his own protection. Essentially what I'm saying is Jalen Hurts understanding his fronts is going to make him a better passer. The biggest thing Jalen Hurts really learning as a wholesale, prolific, all-pro quarterback, as opposed to a quarterback that has everything designed from him and they're just working in a system. To what I mean by Jalen Hurts and his development as a quarterback, which I've been talking about for quarterbacks what they should do, but Jalen Hurts specifically as he started the season. What we're seeing is Jalen Hurts once again call his protections. All right, this is the first year he's actually looking at the line of scrimmage and calling protection. And I thought the first two games, the Packers game and this game, he did very well. And we're seeing him really see the defense and the layers of the defense that he hasn't seen before. Those responsibilities were taken over by Jason Kelce. Right, the protection was mostly called by Jason Kelce. Now that he's gone as Cam Jurgens, Jalen Hurts is really taking on a new responsibility, which makes him a better quarterback. If you saw, he's only sacked once. He stayed more in the pocket. But with Jalen Hurts, we're seeing him. I mean, the science behind what he's doing, architecture behind what he's doing. What was the play? I forgot what the play call was. I think everybody and their mom heard it. I forgot what it was, but he checked to a run. He saw something, right? He's having more control, and I think he's doing well. Outside Saquon Barkley missing that pass, the Eagles win this game. Jalen Hurts is maturing when it comes to being the complete quarterback who can really see the offense and really control the offense outside of just working in Kellen Moore's play system. You may not see it in the first part of the season, but mid-season, towards the end of the season, we're going to see Jalen Hurts, if he continues and he knows how to develop, we're going to see him really start controlling this offense to the point where this Eagles offense could be virtually unstoppable. This is the deposits that we see with Jalen Hurts. So Eagles fans, be patient, right? We are putting money into a security. We're putting money into a stock, right, with Jalen Hurts, so that we can see it towards the end of the season. And we're going to win games. It's going to be some tough games. Not saying that Jalen Hurts is incapable. He's learning how to be a quarterback. He's developing as a quarterback. This is something that we haven't seen from Jalen Hurts since he's been in the national spotlight, since he's been at Alabama. Jalen Hurts has not had a opportunity where he can be developed as a quarterback as opposed to fit a system. So this is why I'm excited for the Philadelphia Eagles season, and I'm happy that we beat a Saints team. I think that Jalen Hurts, he did very well in the pocket. Jalen Hurts was pretty much for the first half. Saquon was they stopped him, but Jalen Hurts, one thing he did not turn the ball over or make a mistake. Right, that's the big thing. The second thing is this: he made the throws knowing that your top receiver is down. Now, if we have Smitty, we're seeing too high. It's a different game, right? We're seeing too high quarters, palms, cloud coverage. We're seeing a lot more complex zone coverages that are more favorable for Saquon to run in the box. Eagles did very, very well. I once again, I'm impressed with Jalen Hurts this year. Without Devontae Smith to go into M&T Bank and win, what I like to see is does Jalen Hurts make the right decisions? That's the most important thing. And people are saying that he's only a game manager. Jalen Hurts can do it all if he needed to do it all, and he can do it effectively. But we have a situation where he has weapons around him where he doesn't have to do it all. Just because someone's capable of doing something and not doing it doesn't make him a game manager. Now, Jalen Hurts is making the right throws, being in the right place. You say he only passed for 108, but he had 59 yards on the ground and a touchdown. He accounted for 3 touchdowns. It was